Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's Arcant here. We're reviewing AEW Full Gear, so let's get into it. The first opening match was the tag titles right here. That is held by Private Party. They face the Outrunners, House of Black, which is Brody King and Malachi Black, and they face the Acclaimed, which is Anthony Bowens and Max Caster. So let's get into it. So pretty much throughout the match, we just saw some more dissension between the Acclaimed, just Max Caster not really listening to Anthony Bowen, and Anthony Bowen getting pissed, and Billy Gunn on the outside basically telling him like, "Hey, you guys need to work together. What are you guys doing?" And like there was a spot right here where Anthony Bowen basically like went for the pin and basically had it won. Like you can literally count 1, 2, 3, but Max ended up tagging himself in, and Anthony Bowen was pissed. Like, dude, what are you doing? But yeah, because of their bickering, Private Party ended up retaining. It was actually a really dope opening contest, and I wasn't mad at it. Shout out Private Party. Billy Gunn's pissed. I'm not saying every freaking storyline needs a heel turn thing to make it work, but I do see Billy Gunn eventually turning heel, and maybe just stepping away from it. Cause dude, I don't know if he really wants to keep doing this. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Next, we got a backstage promo from Orange Cassidy saying that he was going to do whatever it takes to prove the backstage locker room of AEW wrong and stand up to Moxley and stand up to the fight of the Death Riders and prove that he can be world champion of this company. The next match was Maxwell Jacob Friedman versus Roderick Strong. It was a pretty good match compared to the rest of the card. It was good. I liked it. Uh, MJF poking fun at Adam Cole. that was pretty funny. Roddy ended up hitting the end of Heartache on Max. Max ended up getting his foot on the rope. Max ended up winning with the Fujiwara armbar. He targeted Roddy's hand the entire match, so it made sense. It was cool. Max did a couple moves that his go to stuff, but no, it was cool. Seeing MJF hit a brainbuster is still a little new to me. And then post match, he ended up breaking Roddy's hand or whatever. And then Cole with the Kingdom and Kyle basically came out and try to help out Roddy. And Kyle was like, "Look, it's too late. Like, Roddy's already hurt. It's your fault." So more dissension between Kyle and Cole. I don't really think it's Cole's fault. Like, yeah, he got there late, but it's like I think Roddy would have probably been like, "Look, like I want to do this on my own. I want to be able to prove to myself that I can take down Max." So I don't know. It was whatever. The next match was Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander. For me, this or the Osprey and Fletcher match was probably match of the night. This crazy little like kip up spot from Stat and then the Meteora by Monet was pretty cool. But Monet ends up retaining against Statlander. To be honest, I thought Statlander should have won. Dude, Statlander was pulling out like crazy maneuvers to win this thing, dude. But yeah, to be honest, that was probably my first ever solid match for Mercedes Monet outside of WWE. Next was Switchblade Jay White versus Hangman Adam Page. Guns up. Adam Page was targeting Jay's leg the entire match, ankle, leg, whatever, the entire match. And that was pretty much like the forte of both of their offenses. It was like they were pretty much targeting their leg the whole time. But Jay ends up picking up the win, with a sick reversal into the Blade Runner. It was dope though. It was a good match. And Jay's like, "Look, I have 5 wins on you. You have, I'm pretty sure he has like 1 win on on Jay, but now it's cool." Hangman tried to jump Jay after. He ends up sucker punching Christopher Daniels. And then that was pretty much it. Hangman, still kind of pissed off. Next for me was probably match of the night. Osprey and Kyle Fletcher. Dude, Osprey's ring gear looks sick, dude. I know it's the Billy Goat thing, but dude, it reminds me of like Call of Duty Ghost. Dude, that thing is sick. And he just looks pissed. Like, dude, he's literally ready for war. Like, dope. He mean mugging, bro. He ready to fight. Ospreay was doing a really bunch of cool like aerial moves on the Fletcher. It was a dope match though. Yeah. The Chiqui Nandos. Kyle Fletcher kicked out of the Hidden Blade. No one's kicked out of that. Ospreay's in distraught. Like, bro, what do I do? Dude, Kyle had this devastating tombstone on the steps. That was dope. Bro, this right here is insane. He was look like I'm gonna finish this. I'm gonna end you. It's a top rope brainbuster on the Ospreay. Kyle ends up picking up the win. Dude, that was literally such a good match for Kyle to win and get the buzz that he needs to further his career. Next was the Mariah May celebration with Mina Shirakawa. You know, everything was all cool. You know, they were celebrating, you know, as you know what friends do. And Mina's like, look, like I really appreciate Maya for everything she's done. Like she's a really, really good friend. And Mariah, I guess, just has trust issues. She's just like, nah, I'm good. So she tries to hit Mina with a shoe, and Mina ducks out the way. Mina spears her off the stage, and then like, I guess Mina like started bleeding from her mouth or whatever, and then she kissed Mariah. Pretty symbolic, if you ask me, I guess. Mina is the next AEW Women's Champion. I'm not mad at it. We got this really, really dope video package for Daniel Garcia. That was also a really good match, even though, to be honest, I'm not a Jack Perry guy like that. But it was cool. Daniel Garcia ends up making Jack Perry submit. For this story, what's next for Jack Perry? What's next for the Elite? What's next for Okada? But yeah, man. Shout out Daniel Garcia, bro. Congrats. That was cool. Next, we got into a match that was kind of pre-announced, like literally like the day before, like cause I do all my predictions on Friday, and I didn't get a chance to add this match, even though I already knew Konosuke Takeshita was gonna retain, which he did. It was a solid match. For a Ricochet match, it was cool. You know, kind of saw the same usual stuff. Didn't get to see the 630. He only does that in winning situations, guys. But yeah, no, it was a cool match. Konosuke Takeshita is literally dope. To be honest, he might be in my top 3 now with Ospreay and Swerve. That was cool. I still do think Ricochet is going to be the one to take the belt off Konosuke, though. We got this really dope entrance from Swerve Strickland. That was a really, really dope match, too. Got this dope double stomp spot on the Lashley. And then Lashley ends up making Swerve submit. I haven't really seen Swerve be, you know, manhandled the way he was in that situation. But Lashley was able to do that. He beat a former world champion in AEW. I could see him probably, bro, I don't even know who I could see him feuding with, to be honest. I thought we were expecting another debut for the Hurt Syndicate, but eventually we'll see one. I don't know when, though. And then post-match, they ended up beating up Nana, too. Where do you go from here with Swerve Strickland? Last but not least was the main event between Jon Moxley, the leader of the Death Riders, versus Orange Cassidy. I wouldn't call him the leader of the conglomeration, but it's pretty much him and Mark. Dude, Moxley hit a crazy freaking Death Rider onto the freaking steps that made Cassidy bleed like instantly. Bro, this was crazy. And then Moxley busting out the submissions. That was dope. I can't lie. And then the rest of the Death Riders, which is Claudio Castagnoli and Pac, came out, which caused the conglomeration to come out. You know, they were all fighting. Willow Nightingale came out to even the odds against Marina Shafir and, you know, help out OC. But yeah, Mox ends up distracting the ref, allowing a certain former friend of OC to get involved. I thought it was a little corny, though, because they were like, he turned on Orange Cassidy. And it's like, dude, he's already been aligned with Moxley for how long? Since the whole stuff with Danielson. So I thought it was a little odd, but it was whatever. Mox ends up retaining. 1, 2, 3 by Mox. So yeah. Post-match shenanigans. They ended up like dumping some fluid, some weird like cleaner fluid onto Cassidy. Hangman came out like to fight Mox, I guess. Christian came out to cash it in. Jay White prevented it. Jay and KJ ain't done. As they were leaving, someone hits their truck. By God, it's Darby Allin. Yeah, that was pretty much it for the event. What do you guys think? I think Darby is going to be the one to take the belt off Mox. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe. Later, y'all.